Oh, we are live. Happy Monday. And today I have a special guest. I thought I'd bring him in right away. And somebody who I've admired since I was in high school, really.
Oh,
Yeah. So
what?
this is John McCutcheon who's joining me today. And would you believe we had never met, never got a chance to play together? Just met briefly at the picnic table at Winfield, Kansas, at the Winfield Festival.
It's amazing because we travel in so many of the same circles, and so many times I would be a part of a concert series or playing someplace, and you'd be the next person up, or you were just there. And it was crazy, but I'm glad we finally did.
Yes, that's right. I had that with Richard Smith for a while. Seems
Oh,
that
yeah.
every place that I played, Richard was just there, or it was just coming. So uh, it's
Well, I was
it's
pleased to
funny.
be your opening act in so many of these places.
Well, or vice versa. I think the first time that I heard "She Big She More" was when you played it on the Hammer Dulcimer.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
many years ago.
I recorded that 1976, I think. You were in utero then, probably.
I was a teenager. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
S- And
yeah.
it was interesting because I had when I started playing the hammer dulcimer, which is one of a number of instruments that I play. It was the only instrument that I launched without a mentor, without
Ah.
usually an older person who I went, whether it be on the banjo or the fiddle or whatever. And but with this, it was just okay. Well, let's play some ragtime piano music, and then let's play some fiddle tunes, and then I hit Anno Carolyn, and it was as though it was really made for the dulcimer.
Wow. Well,
And I
what
remember one of my fondest memories at of our meeting was yanking you up on stage during my set, and we played it with guitar and hammer dulcimer, which I don't have
Yeah.
where I'm up at I have a little writing cabin up in the North Georgia mountains, and I have been here for a week, and I have everything except a hammer dulcimer here.
Oh, wow.
So you're on your own, darling.
Okay, well, I'll play it on the harp guitar, and if you feel inspired to join me, this is tuned up a whole step. So,
Ah, so you're an E, did you say?
yes.
Okay, I'm capoed up a whole step.
Okay, so yeah. But the only other thing is I have to take my headphones off because we will both be playing behind the other one. That means that if you want to play with me, you have to anticipate what I'm going to do and do it before I do.
Perfect.
But we don't know exactly when before I do because we don't know what the lag is going to be, which might be different for different people. So it has to be kind of like
Oh, yes.
fluid, sort of.
So
So,
in other words, if I start playing, they should mute.
this has never been done before. I've never tried to play with
And
a digital lag, not knowing where those notes are going to land. So, but
well, it'll be interesting listening to the recording of this, huh?
yeah, yeah, it will. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'll start off with a verse and then see what
And
happens.
I'll try to scan onto your harmonization there.
Okay.
Heavens only knows how that turned out.
Wow.
I enjoyed playing with you, though.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it sounded from the audience. So I have this apparatus here where I can actually see the comments. Let's see how did it sound? Oh, we have somebody I can see from here. It says sounds good.
How about that? Maybe we've
Yeah.
solved the latency problem. Boy, we'll be billionaires then.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and let's see. And Tom Hankinson is there saying hello to Gail. And Bill says also it sounds good. And Jody says it's beautiful. And
Oh,
Jan thanks us for the music. Yeah.
if I only had a
And
hammer dulcimer.
yeah, well, you've got a lot of other instruments, you know. Oh, who needs a hammer dulcimer?
Who needs a hammer dulcimer?
That's right. And did I say Diane says hi too? John Wise is there, and he says, "Yep, it's." He said it sounded exceptional. Wow. Well,
I figured maybe we're onto
yes,
something here.
and he knows. Yeah, I know. Latency issue is now solved as of this moment. Right.
All these people who have been afraid to play together.
Yeah. This is the
We're,
first time I've ever played with somebody or had somebody play with me
oh,
on this.
well, it was a joy.
Yeah. Well, play something that I might be able to noodle with. I'll take a regular guitar tuned in standard tuning.
Let me see. Well, I was trying to think of. Let me put this away and get something in standard tuning.
Okay.
And,
Or you could play capoed up, and I could play on the harp guitar. Either way. Yeah.
well, I was gonna play some play a couple new tunes of mine if
Oh,
I
great.
could.
Well, I
Because
may or may not join you.
yeah. Okay. It's when all this COVID stuff happened or started to happen. I was actually on tour in Australia, and so I
Oh,
was there
wow.
for 3 weeks. Came home in mid-March to find a very different country than I left 3 weeks earlier. So because my 89-year-old mother-in-law lives with my wife and I had been overseas for 3 weeks and then on an airplane for 24 hours,
Whoa.
I came up here and I excuse me, I'm going to try to get this tune. If I can
I'll
just
grab
find my tuner.
a
Um,
nylon string so I have a different sound from you.
Anyway, this is a really inspiring place for me, and sorry.
You're allowed. It's all part of it.
In my younger days, I compiled a laundry list, all the mighty dreams and daring deeds my heart could not resist. Places I must visit, the feats that must be done, a bucket list, check off one by one, a bucket list. Stonehenge at the solstice, Grand Canyon's rim at dawn, the Opera House in the city with the new year coming on. Tierra del Fuego, it salts me in my face, the Aurora in Alaska, where you feel the press of space. Festival at Senegal with the core in the air. December at Michoacan with monarchs everywhere. The labyrinth that shark in the hush of the evening song. Ask at Machu Picchu when every soul is gone. Early morning on the bitter root, with a rainbow on my line. The ancient ladies of Tuva, their throats singing lost in time. Campfire, cliff top, fiddle music through the night, and the wailing walls. Early morning's light. To sit with ancient elders and to hear their tales and songs. Find a place of peace and laugh where I know that I belong. Wherever I've traveled, wherever I did roam, never found a place as sweet as home. So turn the bucket over, I am done. Travel this earth over and I've had a world of fun. The wonders I have witnessed and the victories I've won. All life's great adventures. All life's great adventures. Turn the bucket over. I'm done. Play that again. Once more.
Okay, that's kind of fun. Kind of thinking about uh, the
Might
answer and where it might fall in the actual.
well, this is proof that we didn't talk about any of this beforehand.
Yeah,
I could
yeah,
have said, hey, here's a cheat sheet.
yeah. Well, let me see if it was coming through. I was playing really softly because I didn't want to take away from your guitar there.
Oh, well,
Let's see. It says,
I'm a very sort of fundamental guitar player.
oh, yeah. Well, that's the kind of music that captured me. When I first started, I was a child of the Old Town School of Folk Music,
Oh gosh, yeah.
and
Frank
that was the
Hamilton is
music
one of
that
my
just spoke to
yeah.
me. Yeah.
Well, Frank Hamilton is one of my neighbors now.
Oh, no kidding.
And in fact, when he turned 80, I think a bunch of people in Atlanta, I live in the Atlanta area, started a Frank Hamilton School of Folk Music. So that whole
Oh,
to
yeah.
your listeners who don't know, that the Old Town School of Folk Music is in Chicago, and Frank Hamilton, who was one of a series of people who replaced Pete Seeger in the Weavers, um, started along with some other people this wonderful school, which is still going today and has taught thousands of people how to play. And Frank moved down to Atlanta, and he's still playing. Still a
Oh,
great player.
yeah. Wow. How about that? I hadn't heard from him in a long time. He was, one of the co-founders of the Old Town School of Folk Music. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Right. We had somebody who asked for Simon and Garfunkel or something like that.
Simon and
Yeah.
Garfunkel.
Some, too, yeah.
Oh, gee.
Yes.
I have a contemporary of that.
Yes.
How
Okay.
about some Tom Paxton?
Oh, yes.
Let's
Love Tom
play.
Paxton.
Let's play in the key of A.
Okay.
Last thing on my mind.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be pretty on this one. Let me do it.
And everybody out there can sing along. And Tom just celebrated his 83rd birthday.
Oh,
Are we still pretty much in tune?
okay. All right, I'll let you hold down the fort and I'll
It's a lesson too late for the learning. Faded sand, faded sand. In the wink of an eye, my soul is turned into your hand, into your hand. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace? I could have loved you better than be unkind. You know that was no. Every plenty for poem, as I know, as I know. For the weeds that steadily growing, please don't go, please don't go. Are you going away? No word of farewell, will there be not a trace that I could have loved you better than me, the unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. As I lie in my bed in the morning, without you, without you, every song in my breast tries a warning. Without you, without you, are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace? I could have loved you better, didn't mean the unkind. You know, that was the last thing on my mind. Paxton and I have been buddies for a long time, and he called me one day. He said, "Hey, John, I just got back from a tour out in the West Coast, and somebody wrote a new verse for this song. It's pretty good, too. I met a young girl at the folk club, like you do. Like you do. She invited me back home to her apartment. Wouldn't you? Oh, she read me some poetry, gave me some wine. She said we were too kind. Then she played me every record that Tom Paxton never made. Don't you know that was the last thing on my mind? I could have loved you better. He'd be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. Oh, you know that was the last thing.
Oh, I love that song.
It's one of the best songs ever written. It's just
Uh, I was wondering, did you hear about or take part in Janice Ian's project, Better Times?
I did not. I did not.
No, no, you should contact her. She wrote a song that's much like Last Thing on My Mind, very much a folk song called Better Times. And she's asked lots and lots of musicians to record it, come up with their version and record it. And she has it on a website with all different people playing her song. And I have it linked on my page, the murielanderson.com/now page. So you can go and check it out.
Well, Janice is terrific, and it would be. I'm sure it's a great song.
Oh,
I'll
it's
definitely.
lovely. Yeah, it just came out. At least my link on it just came out. So cool. I'm going to let you play one by yourself, so we don't have the lag, because I want so much to like play and tear into it, but I know that it's going to not come out the same way as I'm hearing it.
Well,
And I think one time before we end, we'll just play it for each other, and so regardless of the way it comes out, because it's just so much fun to do those tunes.
well, the guitar that I was just playing, and I played for the bucket list, is a Husson
Oh,
Dalton dreadnought,
yeah.
and this little one I keep up here at the cabin. It was made by Clint Bear. He's a wonderful luthier from down in Indiana, and it's a Nick Lucas copy.
Oh, no kidding.
And I ran into I ran into Clint at the IBMA, the International Bluegrass Music Association convention, a number of years ago, and he had this. I was in a union booth right next to him, and we chatted. And I love luthiers, and I came over and I played the tar out of this baby. And I said, I want to buy that guitar. And he said, well, I need to leave it up here so that everybody can see it. And I said, this is a bluegrass convention. Nobody's going to play anything that's not a dreadnought here. And so I was lucky enough that I did end up with this beautiful guitar. I love the size. I love the sound. I wrote this a few years ago. It's a day after Christmas, Saturday night, sitting on a table in a room too bright, wearing a gown that's open behind. I've been poked and prodded, bled and scanned. I never felt like such a naked man, hoping and praying there's nothing to find. The doc comes in, says he's got an answer. The whole world stops when he says cancer. She takes my hand, I take hers, and everything before us blurs. 'Cause this ain't me, I say to myself. No, this ain't me, this is somebody else. I know people get news like this every day. Still, all I gotta say is this ain't me. It's a lump in my lung, the upper right side. For 5 or 6 years it's been hitching a ride. Never knew it was there until they told us tonight. Didn't understand that it didn't belong, but it breathed my air and it sang my songs. It's a part of me, I guess I grew it, that's right. All the tests and the waiting without end, that firm resolve, you can't pretend. I've never been a violent man, but words of war pervade the plan. This ain't me, I know myself. No, this ain't me, this is something else. I know people go through all this every day. Still, all I gotta say is this ain't me. I remember young Pandora at the end of her rope. She looked into the bottom of the box, and the last thing left was hope. Just another bright room, another Saturday night, lying on a table in a world of white. It's busy and calm and quiet in this place. Tubes and needles and big machines, gloves and masks on human beings. Nowhere I'd expect to find such grace. It's suddenly quiet, each bowed their head, and in that moment no word is said. Never been. This is me. Open up. Yes, this is me. I am open up wide. I know people figure this stuff out every day. Guess I can finally say, this is me. I turned it into an instrumental at an unexpected point.
Well, it was seamless. I think that's the new way that you have to do it. Yes. Yeah. There's one I think I'd like to do for you, and feel free to wander around in it if you like.
Sure. Are we up in E again?
I'm going to be an A.
Okay.
So, this is one that I wrote, the first one that I wrote, trying to grasp all these changes that are happening with our new world that we stepped into in March, and so this is kind of my expression that's kind of helping me to come to terms with it as well. And I plan to do this one at my annual concert. Oh, Tommy Emmanuel is going to be joining me for my annual concert, so I hope he'll noodle around with this also. So
nobody noodles better.
Yeah, I know.
The first,
I tell you.
At Winfield one year, Tommy used to come to Winfield, and we were jamming in the back right before my set. So I was on the banjo, and he was doing something Tommy Emmanuel-esque. Mm-hmm. And I said, come on up and we'll open the set with this. People get a kick out of you and me playing together. So I got up there, and we got done with the first song, and he said, and I said, ladies and gentlemen, Tommy Emmanuel. And then he just stayed there. Uh-huh. And he said, what's next? And, when Tommy plays solo, he is, the Northern Lights and fireworks and New Year's Eve and the 4th of July all put together. But I have never played with anybody who was more tasty and understated and served the song better than Tommy. He's a multifaceted, fabulous guitarist, as you and all your listeners know.
Well, that's absolutely true. So,
have a great time.
Yeah, it'll be fun. So that's November 28th. It'll be my 29th annual Saturday after Thanksgiving concert.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, and we're keeping, typically my family has made homemade baked goods for the entire audience. That's so every year. So to keep that flavor, I asked my aunt and uncle who own a fudge company if they would cook some fudge for the entire audience. So they are doing that. We are shipping fudge to everyone. So that they will have the homemade goodies at intermission. So that's
I am definitely signing up for that show.
Okay, good. All right. Well, I hope to see you there, and we'll send you some fudge. Okay, well, this is called Changes. I'm going to take my headphones off.
Okay.
Why can't I find a way how to negotiate changes? The path is never clear. Why do I grow to fear changes? The droplets in the stream leap and frolic as they flow to unknown seas. Ooh, let me be the stream. The droplets in the stream. Why can't I find a way how to negotiate changes? The path is never clear. Why do I grow to fear changes? Some are sad and some are fine. Some lead to better things and some not yet defined. But love is never far behind, 'cause that's the way of time. Love is never far behind, that's the way of time. I cannot ever fight the way my own life changes. No side's completely right, no one's immune to changes. A wildflower seed, once a blossom, now lifts into the wind. Ooh, let me be the seed. Let me be the seed. As simple as a smile, let me be the seed. Some are sad and some are fine. Some lead to better things and some not yet defined. But love is never far behind, 'cause that's the way of time. Love is never far behind, 'cause that's the way of time. Changes.
One or two more times through, I might have had it.
Oh, well, I'll have to watch the replay and listen to our our time lagged improvisations together. Well, play me another one. We'll do maybe one more, and
Okay.
I like to keep these Monday night things short because they're not a real concert, but I'm just having a little too much fun here.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to be in the key of B sharp.
Okay, gotcha.
This is another one that I wrote. These changes are a lot easier. It's funny. I was in a songwriting workshop at some festival. That might have been Vancouver or Calgary or Winnipeg or something, and John Prine was in there, and I happened to mention that Woody Guthrie used to say, all you need is 3 chords, but then you might throw in a minor to impress the ladies. Prine took out a little notebook, and so you'll be able to tell when this one was written. In these times, each day feels like the next. Just tonight, my old friend sent a tear. Sorrow on the street, wondering if I heard the news tonight that John Prine died. Seemed to pluck his songs out of thin air. They told of tiny triumphs and lives filled with despair. Exodus, simplicity, honest and true, just like every writer wished they could do. There's an angel from Montgomery that's finally takes the fair across paradise, even Sam don't see. All the losers, lovers, soldiers, gathered round. Mighty quiet, welcome John Prine home. I remember a night far in Cambridge town. Band took a break, we took the stage and shut the whole place down. It's Stevie Good's birthday, just 8 years since he died. We sang, drank, and remembered. We laughed and then we cried. I tonight when I heard John Prine die. There's an angel from Montgomery, finally place up there called paradise. Even Sam don't sings. All the losers, lovers, lovers gathered round. Mighty choir, welcome John Prine home. I'm sitting here thinking about the stories we tell and the precious few who really do make heaven out of hell. Say hello to Stevie, I ain't ready for you yet. I know you enjoy that 9 mile cigarette. There's an angel from the free. They sit there for every night, even Sam don't see. All the losers, the lovers, mighty choir, welcome John Prine. Yes, the losers, lovers, lovers, gathered home. Mighty choir, welcome John.
Oh, great song. Well, thank you.
That
That
was
was,
great.
yeah. Yeah, fun to play with you, even though it was only for me.
Well,
Oh,
we, you know, it's cruel that we finally met, made all these plans to play together, and then we were interrupted so impolitely. And I
yes.
hope you and yours and all your listeners are being safe and they're healthy and keeping their chins up.
Yep.
And it's a great thing that you're doing on these Monday nights, bringing people live music into their homes sometimes it's a little liver than they will probably want.
Yeah. Well, we're very low tech here, so it's not like the concerts where we've got everything all ironed out. This is just a quick hello and a visit, and saying. In fact, I'll say hello to some of the folks that are popping in here, and say hey. Oh yes. Yep, we've got folks coming in from St. Louis and North Carolina, and hi Bob there, and okay, and let's see, I'm gonna scoot up here a little bit. Oh, a whole bunch more here, and yep, Scott and Catherine is here, and Frank, and yeah, and Ariana says music like this is exactly what helps. Great,
Well,
great.
well,
Yes.
you can't ask for, no matter what your job is, you can't ask for anything better than being seen as helpful.
Yeah. Yeah. Great. Yeah. So it helps me too. I need a little picking up just now. So and I also had a request here for the link for the concert with Tommy Emmanuel. You can find that. The easiest way is just on my website. I keep one page where I put all my links. It's murielanderson.com/now, NOW. And then there's a link to Janice Ian's new project on there too. And John, if you have something that you'd like people to know about or go to, I can link to that as well. I can link to John's site
That'd be
for
great. I'm
some
doing an
days.
all request show this Friday night.
Ah, great.
And my website is easy to remember. It's www.folkmusic.com.
Oh, holy smokes. How'd you get that one?
Nobody had it. It was, shows you what a big blip folk music is out there. And my son said, "Oh, Dad, someday you're going to sell that domain for hundreds of dollars."
Yeah,
So
or
this
at
Friday
least
night,
tens.
yeah,
Yes.
tens of dollars.
Oh, okay, Friday night. Okay, I'll go ahead and link that as well into
Great.
my site,
Thank
and
you.
we'll sign off to folks. I've got some things coming up on my YouTube page as well, but you'll find all that linked to the same spot.
Well,
So
Mariel, it's lovely to see you. I wish we were in person, but don't we all?
yes, yes, lovely
And
to see you as well.
we'll look forward to the time when we can play in tune and in time.
Yes. All right. Well,
Thanks for
I
the
don't know
invitation.
with this harp guitar. I don't know. In tune
Hey,
is asking a bit much.
I
Might be.
I will I will meet you and raise you a hammer dulcimer.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, on that note, bing, bing,
Thank
bing.
you all so much.
Thank you so much, and I'll stay on a little bit to chat and answer some texts for a few minutes before grabbing our dinner. So,
Great. Yeah, I got to go take some squash out of the oven.
uh-huh.
Take
Good.
care. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.